Hey, it's Colin at Apache Camping Center. Today we have the NuCamp Tab 320S, the Boondock Black Canyon Edition. Now this is new for 2024. There are a few different editions for that Black Canyon, but let's dive into what makes NuCamp first. It is a smaller run company out of Sugar Creek, Ohio. So they are not owned by one of the large conglomerates, which makes it a nice build overall. They build a very, very solid trailer. Aluminum framing throughout. You do have Asdale siding on the fiberglass, so that is no wood in the walls whatsoever. So any of that delamination, rot, mold that you would get on a wood-backed fiberglass is non-existent in these trailers. The aluminum frame helps immensely with the structural capacity of it as it's going down the road, rattling about. It does have a nice aerodynamic looking design. It's little less, I think it's 6 feet 8 inches wide, so you can see it around it quite easily if you're driving down the road in your vehicle. Nice compact design. There's a ton of amenities in there. Can't wait to show you what's inside. Let's take a look on the outside and what makes this a Boondock Black Canyon Tab 320S. The Tab 320S does have everything contained inside of this profile. The Boondock does give you the larger tires and axle. It does give you a heavier step on here, a bigger grab handle, and this front rack. The spare tire is mounted up front. Sometimes you'll see the spare tire mounted underneath, and that is if it is optioned with that. The storage up front is actually where your propane tank sits. Now on 2024 versions, they do have a lithium battery located inside. So your propane is outside, your new battery is inside, leaving this compartment empty if you wanted to add another propane tank for longer stays, or if you wanted to add just storage, you'd be able to do that there. As we move around the side, Black Canyon, new for 2024. What does that give you on the outside? Well, it gives you this nice underglow red lighting. I don't know if you can see that there, but at night, it really lights it up. It makes it look really neat. Makes it stand out, that's for sure. You do see those two solar panels. They're skinnier on the top there. Those are 190 watt solar panels, and that's gonna give you a lot of, excuse me, it's gonna give you a lot of capacity while you're out camping. On the outside, you do have stabilization all around. So you got these crank down that do have 2 points of connection at each section. That gives you a very stable camper, especially for a smaller single axle trailer. They would move around a lot if they did not have that stabilization. That Boondock package will give you this brush guard on the back. If you option it without the Boondock package, which is a little bit different from other years. In other years, you'd have to option up to the Boondock package. Now Boondock is standard and you'd have to option down. The Black Canyon is an addition to the Boondock series, which you actually option up into. The Boondock series will also give you this bike rack on the back, or at least the bars to put a bike rack up there. As far as I know, I've seen only a bike rack on there. I'd be interested to let me know if you've seen other things mounted to that rack in the comments below. So we come around, it's a nice, cool design. Really thought out differently than other travel trailers. And again, that kind of comes into the fact that they're a smaller company, that they are building some really unique things. If we look down here, this is the water management system, which again is very different from what you'd have on a different travel trailer. All of your management is with these levers here. You can turn on your pumps and a little sneak into what's inside. Right here, you can turn on your tank heaters. Now, it doesn't come standard with tank heaters. That is a part of that Black Canyon package. This is gonna be your spray hose for your hot and cold taps for an outdoor shower. You can have this all locked up inside of this locking front, and you can run your hoses up through this, so you don't have anyone messing with your controls while you're out camping. Now moving forward, this is your cassette toilet. We can take a look at that inside. It does come out in a little package. You can roll it around and be able to dump quite easily when you're out and about. All right, so let's jump inside and see what makes this stand apart. even before we get inside, you can see here the door, completely different layout than what a traditional travel trailer door is. You've got a nice pull-up shade, blackout shade on the door itself. Little spot for magazines, maps, anything that you might have there. A whole different locking mechanism for your deadbolt lock. Little trash can. But wait, it's a really hot day. Don't you want a screen door? Of course you do. It's nicely hidden right in there. Fantastic design. Like I said, totally different thought than what a normal travel trailer comes out as. Let's come in and move to the front of the trailer. This will give you your kitchen area in the 320S. This has the 2-burner stove, the Ignite. You do have a 12-volt fridge. This is going to be a fairly deep fridge, giving you a lot of space for the size. These 12 volts have really come out and done well recently in terms of cooling down very quick in about an hour, be able to run them while you're going down the road. Lots of benefits to that 12 volt. Right underneath that 12 volt, look at those latches. I mean, it's a great design. What other place is using latches like that? Don't have to get them caught on your clothes as you're moving around. Again, all wood cabinetry throughout. It does come in a lot heavier build. The similar trailer this size would be a lot lighter weight. This trailer as it sits is about 2,100 pounds dry. That's without full tanks. Now you do have your sink up top, and let's take a second and look at this window. This window is dual pane. It's filled on the inside with argon gas, which actually adds to the insulation value of this trailer. It's similar to a dual pane. It's actually better than a dual pane window with that gas inside of it. That just adds a much larger insulation factor. Now on here, you can pull up, you have a blackout curtain, you pull down, you've got a bug screen. And when you open this up, it opens up very far to give you a lot of airflow. Now we'll turn around here. We've got our control panel up top. Do have some storage space. Now storage space in the 320S is at a premium. Got very small storage up front, and it's kind of into all these different cubbies. You got all of your switches here. Now, what is this big old switch right here? That is that ground effects lighting, that red lighting underneath the trailer that we were looking at earlier. More cubbies along here. Another big window, lets in a lot of light. Now this is the seating area. The lagoon table helps quite a bit, especially in a more cramped area, to be able to move around and be able to be very useful. If you want to pull out one side or both sides to make this completely a bed, you have the ability to do that. Moving to the back, more storage underneath here. There is a latch right in the middle of that. So if you do take a look, it is this little latch right here, which is actually really nice. You can grab anywhere on it and be able to pull up. Nice soft close hinges, so you're not slamming these around, and it holds it up for you, so you're not trying to mess around with those. I mean, look at the sturdiness of those latches, or of those hinges. It's quite beefed out. Now behind here, you do have a little bit of storage space. It's very hard to get to, which makes it kind of inconvenient if you were to use it. Underneath these cushions, it's going to be your AC unit and your battery, so there's not much storage under there. Up top, more cubbies. Again, lots of little nooks and crannies that they're using here. Got the microwave, which is an option. You do want to make sure if you want to get it, you option it out. They do have a kit to replace it, but that would be in addition to your camper. TV is standard. Now you do have what they call so you have air conditioning, which is separate, and then you have the Aldi system. The Aldi system does use radiant heat. So this is radiant heated throughout, and it's not necessarily floor radiant heat that you would think of in a home, but it does come out of these slits through the floor. So the radiant heating runs around in the cabinetry and comes out around the floor to be able to heat. It makes it a lot drier heat. It also is completely silent, which is very nice. Now moving into the bathroom, it is a wet bath. This is your cassette toilet here. Fairly cramped. These are always nice to be able to get a little bit of light in or close it off if you want. Additional sink up top, little sink, spray hose, and the toilet. All right, so let's talk about the Black Canyon series. So what makes the Black Canyon series something different from the Boondock series, or what is the additionals that you have for it? You've got two 190 watt solar panels. You've got a 100 amp hour lithium battery. You've got tank heaters on all your tanks except for the black tank, because that is a cassette toilet. And you have your ground effects. So that's that red lighting underneath. Let's take a look at how this folds down now. All right, so this is a 71 by 72 inch sleeping area. This is completely folded down. If it was just me, I could do it diagonally, but it is a little bit more cramped. Now I do have a little bit more room underneath here. It does get kind of claustrophobic, but not too bad. And then you have tiny little storage up at the head of the bed here. But all in all, pretty comfy, even just with the cushions here. So if you're looking to go off grid, we're running everything in this trailer right now as it sits. It's been sitting out. It doesn't have anything hooked up except for the solar and that lithium battery. So it's very self-sufficient. If you're looking to go into tighter places, that profile that's under 7 feet in width is gonna help you a ton when you're going down those tight gravel roads, getting into tighter situations. If you're interested in this, or you wanna check out any other model that NuCamp makes, make sure to download the brochure link below, or hit us up at apachecamping.com.